Alright, what is up guys? PoliticsGaming here, and today we are going to be playing as Pakistan again. If you guys remember from my last live stream, we were playing... well, we've been kind of jumping in between corporations and Pakistan, and we're mostly just waiting for a brand new update. Whenever we get this update, we should, and I'm really hoping. I haven't heard anything so far about what the new update is going to entail, but what I am really hoping for is that we're going to get an update in which we will see the fixing of the sector growth bug, and we will get the sector growth bug, and then we will also fix the corporation product bug. Those are two of the most prevalent bugs right now that pretty much kill any fun that you are going to have in this game. So... AMN, what's up? Kiss, what's up? Tripster, what is up? Kiloelda, how are you? So that was a fun week. All these Russians inside of my comments section. It's a very easy fix once I actually gave it a little couple of minutes of thought. Kevin Ruse, what's up? We got a Russian and a Ukrainian in chat. Now that is fun. How is everyone doing today? Invest in India. I'm 3% Russian. So there will be an update in the coming weeks. If I got that right, maybe we should also play with countries' own currencies rather than mainstream currencies. Implement a social credit system. Age of criminal responsibility. Prohibition of corporal punishment. Arms sales. I never understood why you have to pay to know what Parliament thinks. Your own party? I mean, it makes sense. Well, your own party, it doesn't make sense, but for... God, look at that. I literally cannot get my economy to grow. Your own party, it doesn't make sense, but like the rest of them, yeah, because I mean, you would probably have to be like, hey, can you give me your opinion on this? Hey, what's in it for me? I did a little bit of a immigration reform too, and I'm actually 0.7 net migration right now, so I'm trying to boost my GDP per capita. I think so. Family allowances. Ooh. I'm 25 now. You are now the same age as me. Why did, that's what I don't get. Like, why did they, like, transfer the COVID statistics over? PG, are you at war with anyone? We're at war with the terrorist group down here. Basically just been waiting for these guys to show up so I can shell them. And happy birthday, my guy. You're turning Pakistan into a religious country. Oh, I wonder what it is. I wonder what the official name of Pakistan is. Someone should tell me that.
The bill has
The official name of Pakistan, because they're saying that I'm making it into a religious country. Pakistan is, the official name of Pakistan is the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Notice how I almost said Afghanistan. But yeah, their official name is the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. No, bad. Stop it. We're not commencing airstrikes in Afghanistan right now. Capital named Islamabad, right? Yeah. Isn't India? Hang on. Doesn't India like refer to themselves as like Bharat now? That's what I just thought of. Does Kashmir have its separatists like in India? Does not look like it. We do have like two border outposts though. I wonder if India has like any border outposts. They do not. Recent trends are not good. Crime is increasing in nearly every area. We are still far from record levels, but it's cause for concern. So actually what I did is that I did double the amount of... Huh? Okay. I thought I did. Oh, no, I think I, like, went back. So that's what I thought I did, is that in the previous one, or not in the previous one, but I did this, like, last night. Everything sounds terrible so far in this gameplay. What do you mean? Crime up, economy stagnant, and the PM keeps calling his country Afghanistan. Yeah, there is a separatist group in Jammu and Kashmir in India, but not in Pakistan. Like, this is actually, this is the only, like, region of Kashmir right here. This little area. But right up here, we have the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, whatever. PG, you need to subsidize Pakistani anime so they can release another Ghibli-like movie. Pakistan made a Ghibli-like movie? Support the terror group. Okay. We'll go ahead and send in some lads. Over here. Abolishing the male dominance of adult women. We're going to hold off on that for right now. Guys, go ahead and leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon. Okay, so it is holding steady. You have a 10% unemployment rate, which is good that it's not the same way where it just like would just go all the way down to like 0%. That always really annoyed me. Over here, exterior, managed networks. We have, don't tell me we don't have, nationwide industrial sabotage. Let's do political spying, cyber attack, and then targeted industrial cyber attack. And then we're gonna do something against their, what do we want to target? Telecom. And then let's go recall some agents. We're going to leave Brazil alone. We're going to leave Australia alone. Spain, Taiwan, Colombia, Canada, Norway, Vietnam, Belgium, Germany, Indonesia, and Switzerland. We're leaving all of them alone, and then we're going to go back to India, and we're going to put 100 agents in India. Then we're going to go over to Afghanistan, and we're going to put 50 agents there, and then we're going to do political spying. We're going to do dismantle terrorist groups, and then we're gonna leave that for right now. Just got an ad, WTFPG. I gotta make some money somehow, my boy. How else you expect it? You think money grows on trees for streamers? You think you want me to do this full time and then not want to donate to me? You think you want me to do this full time and not have a job and then just barely scraping by? It is my dream to conquer Jammu and Kashmir as Pakistan. Oh no. No 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 no. Oh my god, it's about to crash. It's crashing. The game just crashed. I'm about to activate weekly autosaves again. Damn it. The game heard you and said enough is enough. Thank God I didn't pay 50 USD for this. Yeah, you should wait. Anyone that is on the fence about this, if you were on the fence about the bugs, don't get it. Gabe, you know for a fact, you as a economics businessman, you literally will not be able to avoid playing this for several years. You literally will not. I know you. And you know for a fact you're not going to be able to avoid the corporation gameplay. Capitalism Lab. I have not heard of Capitalism. I think I've heard of it, but I haven't looked. Capitalism Lab. Let's look. Oh my. Not the Trevor Chan. Huh. Maybe I'll have to buy this and... Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and buy this sometime soon, and then I'm gonna preview it on my channel. Capitalism Lab. And I'll buy all the DLCs with it too. Let me look. Let's look and see if it is on Steam. Capitalism Lab. Ah, it's not on Steam. Okay, so it's only available on the website. Is it like an older game? I like how the website flexes that ChatGPT says that the game is the best. I'll send you the link. I'll send you the link later. Okay. It's an updated version of a game from the 90s. It's an older game that was updated. Okay, so it is being updated. Cool. Yeah, I'll try it out. Set aside $30. Okay, so I'm gonna do a couple of these decisions. So we're gonna do that. And then I'm gonna do the same thing that I did. Secret Service, Terror, or Interior. Interior, Crocodile, Alligator, I Am a Chevrolet Movie Theater. Norway, Belgium. And then, who else was it? It was supposed to be, yeah, India. All right, and then India. Approach. Targeted cyber attack. Telecommunications. Actually, numerical networks and infrastructure. And preparation for a cyber attack. We have some of the original OGs on the channel here. Gabe Vogel has been around the channel since 2017, and then Tripster has been around the channel since like 2017, I think. Oh yeah, Tripster. Guess who became a Trump supporter? If you remember him, you always had beef with him. Okay, so we're gonna save this real quick since it wants to crash on me. $2016, right? Yeah, maybe you were around in 2016. Yeah, Backstar. Backstar is a Republican now. He blocked me after I admitted that I was going to be voting for Kamala. Kamala or Biden? I can't remember. It was a while ago. Have you heard the LDP might actually lose the might probably lose the elections in Japan? I have not heard of that. Wasn't he a Republican first? Yeah, he said that he supported Trump in 2016 and then became a Democrat and then became a Republican again. And he gets mad at me for like flip-flopping sometimes, but it's so funny because then he's like, it's like every other election he's just supporting like the different party. And I'm like, at least I had like consistent views. You said Biden to me, which is your own choice, it's no biggie. Oh, I know it's no big. I know it's biggie to you. Japan has gone to crap. There's no more Shinzo Abe. Let me see. Japan election. Has there been polling? None. Well, LDP still runs the polls by a long shot right now. Is Article 9 going to be voted on yet? Fumio Kishida renewed calls for the referendum in May 2023. As of so in 2017, whenever they started the first poll for this, the no vote led by 57%, or led by 32%. It was 57 to 25. And then later on, it was 63 to 29. Then the yes vote actually led 49 to 47. 2019, it was 54 to 40 for no. And then ever since 2021, the yes vote has actually led, and especially after the war in Ukraine began, there's been a substantial yes vote there. Not substantial, like 2%, but apparently in 2021 it led by 17%. The yes vote led by 17%, but there was a huge amount of like not sure, didn't vote kind of answers, because it was literally 48 yes and then 31 no. So that's kind of weird. You know what, Kara just got PG? I don't know, but you want to give it to me? I kind of feel bad for like how like Japan has always been like, you know, not politically stable, but like, you know, like they've always kind of like been pretty okay. And just in the last couple of years, Japan has just been all over the place politically. Because after Shinzo Abe resigned in 2020, then Yoshihide Suga came in, and then Fumio Kishida, and they've just kind of been they've pretty much been going the same route as the United Kingdom. I really never gotten to the army side of GPS. Well, this is not Millennium Dawn. This is not a military game. Like, if you're looking for something similar to Millennium Dawn or Hearts of Iron whenever it comes to military gameplay, like, this is just not it.
We are going to attack this.
I don't know what happened there. No, Gabe, don't leave us. Is this an SMO or an actual war? What does the game have to do with politics? It's actually just a pure economic simulator that is guaranteed to have errors. It won't work even after 1.0. I still think it was the wrong. I still think it was the wrong what? What does the game have to do with politics? So basically, whenever it comes to like national elections, you have all of this stuff that you can kind of like deal with. So you have like the funding of parties. You can illegally gather your funds, which then can like result in your impeachment. You can ban all of the political parties. You can basically criticize or support political parties during elections, which does actually have an effect, as far as I know. Whenever you want to create political coalitions, you can do that, and then you can propose ministry posts, have a common platform whenever it comes to these elections, and it basically eliminates any of the other parties of your similar ideology from competing against you, and then that way you have like a much wider base that you can draw upon. Whenever it comes to trying to convince people to support you, you can go over to all of these different types of people. This is mainly where all of the politics kind of like gathers, is that you have the simplistic politics where it's kind of like just dealing with the parliament. It's just not something where you just hit a button and you just send something through past parliament and automatically goes into power, like in democracy or in government simulator or something like that. You can go through here. You can deal with the other parties. So like you can meet up with these guys and try to bribe them into supporting your cause, or then you can just like offer them, coffee, wine, and anything like that to get them to support your bill. To this day, it's not possible to see how many votes are needed to form a coalition. What do you mean? Whenever you're trying to support. So the way elections work, according to the GPS4 manual, 50% of the vote comes from the people. So like the invisible 200 something million people that the invisible however many voting population people that live inside of your country that go to vote. That accounts for 50% of your actual vote count. The other 50% comes from every single one of these characters that is inside of your country. So when it comes to your sects, your other parties, your unions, your associations, your military members, your religious members, your billionaires, your family and friends, the athletes, intellectuals, artists, that all of this that I'm looking at right now accounts for the other 50% of your vote total. So the more of these guys that you can get to be on your side with a green smiley face, and then you meet with them and say, hey, can you come out and support me? Can you come and vote for me? Everything like that. That is more of that 50% to come out in your favor. So like if I meet up with the Pakistani movie actress, and let me actually pull up the manual for the game as well. I'm really excited for a manual for this one, for GPS 5. I really hope that they make it. So politics, the professor. So the election process goes as follows, and this is going to be something that you see in my elections tutorial. If you win an election with 30%, you need a coalition partner, but does not show you how many votes are missing to get a majority in parliament. So that is it. I'm not going to say it's common. It's common sense. That's going to be the best word to describe this. So a coalition requires, so to have a majority of however many seats are inside of your parliament. Let's say there's 100 seats in your parliament. You need 50 plus 1 seats in order to have that majority. If you get 49% of the election total and you have a parliamentary system, you are not going to have a majority, and you need a coalition partner that has at least 2% of the vote. I would say 2% just to be safe. So if you have 49, if you have 49, you need 2%. That's 51. So you need to have a majority in order to do that. It's not going to tell you that in the game, because the game somewhat assumes that you know what a majority is going to be in the parliament. If you don't have 50% and no one has a majority, then that means it's a hung parliament. And then that the largest party has to create a coalition. So like you said, you have 30%, that's a hung parliament. So then you need to go find the other 20 to 25% in order to form a coalition and have a majority government. So the game won't tell you how many is missing out of your majority, because it's assuming that you already know what the rule is whenever it comes to forming a coalition. So if you're wondering about that, then yeah, like if you won 30% of the vote, you need to go find 20% in order to form a government. It's always going to be 51%. Always. No matter what it is, it will always be 51%.
Yeah. It's very...
It's dependent on what thing, though, PG. If you have a majority system in parliament, you need a majority. If you have a non-majority system, you don't need 50%. Okay, yeah, then I'll show you this. If the game's not gonna not crash. Nope, it's gonna crash. I love this game. How long have I been streaming? 40 minutes, and we've already had 2 crashes. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull this up again, and I'll show you. Okay, so coming over here, is going to be in the parliament. So it's change the system for elections of parliament. The majority in system gives the ballots to those who obtain the highest number of votes. The system generally allows to choose a stable majority on which the administration is able to lean in order to rule the country. On the other hand, since it demolishes the small parties, it is not a faithful representation of the electoral core, as opposed to the proportional system. This one gives the ballots according to the number of votes, which favors the small parties. But even though proportional method is more democratic, parties must rely consistently on different alliances in order to rule, all of which creates certain instability in the government. So usually, most of the time, you're going to see majority. You could go to a proportional system, but I think... So proportional, are you more so like relying on your not this is a question for AMN, are you more so relying on whoever has the most amount of seats is going to be the ruling party, but then has to rely on the political ideologies? Am I right? But then a majority, it means that they have to get at least 51% of the vote. I don't usually play parliamentary systems. Is Poland a very important nation? I'm just kidding. Stop it. Go home. Ah, they actually accepted it. Okay, so I think the game is crashing around 9:27. I'm gonna fast forward to October and we're gonna see what happens. High five. What'd I get? Come on, come on, go past, go past. Okay. How can you download this game? You can purchase it off of their website. Apparently Tim Walz, the vice presidential candidate, United States, apparently his motorcade had a car accident on the way while heading from the airport to a campaign stop in Milwaukee. Walz was unhurt. Is there any way of buying it from Steam? No. Operation the Mujahideen, an agent dies on mission. Ooh. Oh, Oh, right click just doesn't work anymore? Is that what we're doing? Okay. I guess so. The guide. Russia. Oh, are they going to be in Europe, I guess? Yeah. Okay.
Sure. Very. Yes.
Food industry. Iron. Damn, look how many fruits we got. It's million, billion, 10 billion. Damn, Russia. And we're actually producing a lot of fruits. Finally caught your stream. What's up? Cereals. Huh? I don't know. Wood. Can I not sell anything to Russia? Cement. PG, when are you going to do a company gameplay series? Whenever they fix the product bug in which I am able to create products. Whenever I'm able to create products and sell those products without any issue, then I will start a company gameplay, and I'll run that gameplay until we are in a recession. I will run that gameplay until they update the game again. So I do plan on making a company gameplay series, but just not yet. What are you guys doing? Stop. Return to base. Return to base. Like, I like it whenever they're launching these gigantic attacks, but like I literally bombed
Good morning.
Afghanistan like once or twice, and they keep trying to like bomb them, and I keep trying to like say no. Okay, so 250 million liters. This is dairy products. So we would be purchasing dairy products. So, wait, no. They're purchasing. So we're exporting. And then production 250 million. Let's say 300. Okay.
Sure. Most amusing coming from you.
No, some music coming from you. How long will this stream last? It will last maybe about another 30 minutes to an hour. I'm really hungry right now, and I have not ate all day. So I most likely just gonna go eat. I'm gonna go cook something, but oh, we have green relations with Afghanistan now, but they're moving troops to the border. Stop! Fix your economy, you liberal. All right, see you, Tripster. Afghanistan just placed 24,000 troops onto the border because I crossed into their territory by accident.
are going to violate this country's...
Our frontal...
Pakistan is one of the hardest countries to play as. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Once the growth bug fixes, like, I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing as Pakistan. Get it, get it, get him, get him, get him, get him. Another batch of stop. Why? What growth bug? No, it's that it's that sectors cannot grow at all. It's that me testing this. I'm spending $150 million on the cereals sector. What, for almost a year now? And look, my trade balance has gone up from 32 million to a positive 300 million. My production has gone up, but my sales have been slashed in half. My losses went from 66 billion to 5 billion for some reason. My productivity index went down. My employment has gone up by about 1 million. My sale price went from $213 per ton to $28 per ton. The price including tax went down from 323 to 42. Are you saying this game has the same growth system as Superpower 3? I don't know.
According to their...
New companies can't be created when you subsidize. That might be the issue. Like non-company. Well, no, it's because like that bug still is present even whenever you're subsidizing sectors with companies attached to them. Because I think I have like a handful of companies as Pakistan. Chemicals. What kind of companies do I even have? Like, there's not even a list. Yeah, I have one. Most of them are subsidiaries, actually. At Burger King. RB Limited. It's a private company. And then, Burger Queen. So Burger Queen is a subsidiary of a Canadian company. So Burger Queen, and then Burger Queen should have subsidiaries, including one in Pakistan. So even if I subsidize, which by the way, the subsidization and exoneration are actually changed a little bit. So you can apply it to all the companies or only in domestic companies. So basically all companies will give subsidies over, so subsidies are distributed between sector companies in proportion to their respective revenue. So if I'm subsidizing the fast food industry and I have like 3 different companies in the sector, then it distributes it from whoever makes the most to whoever makes the least. So like if I give $1 billion to them, so I would say in proportion, maybe there's a little bit of math there. So it's probably either divided by 3 or it's doing it in like some math equation that I can't really explain right now. So then it will apply the subsidy over into anything that is even a subsidiary. So like if I don't have that many national companies, and then so if I want to apply it to that, then Burger Queen, which is a subsidiary of a foreign company, will get that subsidy. If I apply it to only domestic companies, then it will apply to only national companies that are headquartered in Pakistan. I do not have any, so this would be a useless subsidy. So I would have to apply it to all the companies in the territory, which would be only Burger Queen, the subsidiary. McDonald's makes up 70% of the total revenue. It'll get 70% of the total subs. Okay, so yeah. So if I go over here, so in proportion to their respective revenue, so Pakistan would get, so like McDonald's will get the 70%. So if I give out $1 billion subsidy to this fast food sector, then out of $1 billion, McDonald's would get $700 million. National market share and percentage. So maybe that's what it means. That maybe it's the in proportion. No, it's in their proportion to their revenue. But I can't see that. Anyway. Internet services, lottery and bets, music industry, telecom operators, internet services, urban transportation. Who else do I have? Cereals, cocaine, coffee, colza, fruits, meat, wood. We got the man in there saying, I love Pakistan. You can't play with the subsidy system when you're a small country. It's impossible because no companies will be created. I don't even think it's about the the company being created. And I think that's where they're kind of like lost at, is like, is there supposed to be a system that will create a company, or should it just still run off of the system that it did before? So I think what they're trying to implement right now is that when you create a subsidy or create a new sector, then a company will be created out of that. What is a CHF? CHF currency. That is the Swiss franc. Mans gave it to me in Swiss francs. $2. Thank you so much. That equates to apparently $2.35. Let's go ahead and do a love emoji. Is the game worth it? Is the game worth it? No, it is not worth it right now. If you are not wanting to deal with bugs, if you're not wanting to deal with a horrible gameplay experience where you are just wondering whether you're going to make it to the next day without the game crashing, do not buy this game. Do not buy it. Do not buy it. This is going to be the very first Power and Revolution game that I am going to unequivocally recommend against buying. Because, I mean, even right now, I'm trying to hit the escape button to go to the menu screen, and it's not working. So I'm actually going to restart the game to see if that fixes it. Like, you are limited to big countries like the USA or China. Well, there's like a handful of countries. Not a handful, it's like 30-something countries that have companies, and then there's like 500 companies that are attached. But in total, there's 500 companies that you can play as. There are over 7,000 companies in the game that exist. I have a bunch of economic sectors around in the country where you can see their buildings, and those are producing for the economy. But for some reason, it's not showing me. So Power and Revolution is better at the moment. I've got some bugs on there where my economy just explodes and makes up 99% of the world's GDP as an example. Jesus. International star at the government's palace to promote the cause of women. PG not an Eversim sellout anymore. If you want to talk about bugs, Power and Revolution is going to be better. Power and Revolution is going to have its issues, but on a gameplay standpoint, I like GPS 5 better because I like the direction they're going in. I like the way the map looks. I like the way that the map looks. I like the way that the world just feels bigger. I love the company mode. I love the way that it feels to play countries now. I like the UI a little bit better. I like the Twitter system, the news system. I think that just if you're expecting something more whenever it comes to the economy, or whenever it comes to like diplomatic features, everything, we're going into like a major bug fixing phase where we're going to be reporting bugs, fixing them, and then before they release it, they are going to go into a suggestion phase where we're all going to go ahead and implement or start suggesting things that we want. And then they're going to add them based on the complications of being able to add them in a timely manner, I think. Sorry, someone walked into my room and I completely forgot what I was talking about. But yeah, we're gonna go into like a suggestion phase, everything like that, and go on from there. Stop firing them at nothing. Come on. All right. They're almost dead. When will the next stream be? Sometime this week. Sometime this week. I'm almost done working. So basically, I got a new job, and I am going to be free for about 2 weeks, and I'm going to have enough time to be able to stream probably every day, every other day. I'm gonna try to do every other day, give myself a break, kind of thing. But basically, yeah, I am going to be getting a new job, and so starting September 18th, I am going to be pretty much unemployed, but I will be starting a new job about 2.5, 3 weeks after that. So I'm very excited for that. Not only because I'm going to be able to, not only because I'm going to be able to get a new job. I'm finally getting out of retail. Screw retail. If you are in retail, there's hope for you. But I'm going to be going into a new field, everything like that. Now, whenever I start this new job, I'm pretty much only going to have like 2 days off. So I'm going to have to figure out some way to normally stream kind of thing. Which I'll have like 1 weekday off and then 1 day on the weekend off. So I can just use that weekday to stream, and then stream maybe like after work or something like that, before work kind of thing, see how that works out. But for the first like couple of weeks is going to be training. I will still have Friday or Saturday and Sunday off, so that will still be okay. So we're gonna see how that goes. But brand new job, brand new field. I'm excited. My game lasts until 2037, then I receive an abort error. Does it only happen to me, or have you the same problem as me? I reported throughout email for years, and the funny thing is that they keep insisting the issue may be my PC, even though I've told them my PC is high-end. They're amateurs, the only company on Earth that charges their players on game updates. They're not the only company on Earth, my boy. Come on. Let's be real. They're not the only one on Earth. They're not the only company that charges for, quote, updates. Everyone makes DLC. Everyone does, like, the charge for updates. Like, That's just very disingenuous. What field are you going into? It's going to be finance. Like banking finance. But if you're talking about like replying through email, if you're talking about Power and Revolution, then that's probably why you're not, getting a reply or something like that. In the Geo-Political Simulator 5, they have a Discord server where we are talking directly to Eversim. Like we're not doing it through email. We're doing it through a dedicated Discord server that they have, and they are making updates, everything that is being reported and everything that they find. If you'd rather get scammed by Russians creating their own scam type of thing, then that's up to you. Almost done. I've already bought Power and Revolution, all DLCs from...
The last bastion of rebels has fallen.
I've already bought Power and Revolution, all DLCs from 2018 to 2023. I'm talking about this one that I'm playing right now. I'm not talking about the 2023 edition. I'm talking about this one that I'm playing. Geo-Political Simulator 5. Victorious end of the conflict against the Mujahideen. As rebel soldiers laid down their weapons, some have succeeded in escaping and will perhaps continue the armed struggle with their meager means. It is great and stunning victory that our army over terrorism, and Amir Shah, who's not even supposed to be president right now because I committed fraud, will necessarily reap some benefits. Workers' morale is in decline. They are very professional, lying to people with fake announcements. We fixed it, we fixed that, until you get the game and then you end up being Forgotten Angel under I've made my point. Like confidence, 83% of citizens have no confidence in a judge appointed by the state, and 89% even admit they have obtained the position by pulling strings and not by experience. The image of justice keeps deteriorating. Before we go today, let's go ahead and fix that. Justice. Well, we're going to get to the end of the year, but I'm going to save this first. Oh, the right click thing works now. Okay, so actually what I wanted to do, let's go ahead and do a free trade agreement with Afghanistan. Actually, I think, I'm not thinking about it now, I think they actually said no the first time because they said that we're too big. Our economy is too big. What is theirs? So, oh yeah, they're gonna say no. $10 billion? Jesus. What's going on in Afghanistan? Damn, I might as well do a Pakistan series once all these bugs are done. Once we're past the bug stage. Because there's a lot of poverty, a lot of illegal employment. Large scale, like, economic issue. Lots of issues coming in the terms of food. Looming food crisis.
The country might suffer a serious food crisis if we do not act quickly.
See, I think the biggest thing about that, and I'm gonna have to tell him this too, like, it doesn't make sense and it doesn't give you like any type of idea of like how to respond. The country is facing a serious food crisis. If we don't act quickly, how do I respond? How should I respond to that? I wonder if you can just airstrike. Oh, Shadow Region. Yeah, I literally just saw you comment back on one of my things I sent a month ago. Subsidized food sectors, I think. Yeah, I usually do that, but we're not really like in the way of growing sectors right now. I wonder if you can just airstrike your competitors on company resident mode or hire mercenaries to do that on company mode. No, you can't. Not as far as I know. One of the things that you can do, if you want to be really aggressive, is that you can launch airstrikes. The country's too powerful for us, and our relations are poor. You can actually launch airstrikes against certain companies. So, like, if I wanted to come over here and launch an airstrike against automobile construction, or like if I wanted to hit their aircraft producing facilities, then I can do that. So, like, if I'm worried about their military production, then I can launch an airstrike against them. Subsidize agriculture or import food. Yeah, usually what I do is whenever I get that and say, like, hey, there's a famine about to happen, usually my emergency response is going to be to import food.
Purchasing power declines. This is very bad news in the current situation, which is already very difficult for our fellow countrymen, as we acknowledge. The stock markets are empty and people are struggling to pay bills.
If you launch a strike against the company, will it close all of its factories and stop producing in the country? It would stop producing out of that facility. So I know for a fact that whenever you do launch strikes against, whenever you do like lose a facility, like through bankruptcy, for example. I remember I was playing as the Walt Disney Company. Basically, my entire parks branch went bankrupt. And how that worked is that whenever whenever it went bankrupt, I lost all of the facilities. All of the facilities disappeared on me. So what I'm assuming is that whenever you do lose access to your facility, then obviously you're going to lose money. You're not going to be producing out of that facility anymore. It's going to be completely destroyed. So what I assume, you can launch, strategic attacks, like economic attacks against countries. So you say, like, I want to get rid of their automobile construction industry, or I want to hit their economy, like, as hard as I can. So Pakistan, for example, produces mostly, like, their economy, the biggest sector in Pakistan is automobile industry. So if I'm playing as the United States, for example, then I can launch attacks against their automobile industry to really damage their economy. You should try playing the old Crisis in the Kremlin game from the 90s. I've heard of that, but I've never played it. Can we open an oil producing company in a foreign country and build wells and rigs on that? If they don't add this feature, then shame on them. You can play as a fuel company. That is the the energy company that you can play as right now. You cannot play as an oil company. You cannot play as a gas company. You cannot play as any type of energy company other than fuel. Whenever you do play as a fuel company, you can produce however many tow worth of that through refineries. Whenever it comes to construction, so I go over here, so oil platforms, for example. What I can do is that I can place a platform. I can place a platform. I cannot place a platform down. There we go. So I can place this down, but if you notice, I am not able to see how many is being produced. How many tow is being produced. So you can also see, what can I do right here? I cannot place it in the water, which was a bug in the previous edition, previous version. But what can I do right here? I can place this in Afghanistan. So then, technically, if I knew what I was doing, then I can suck all of the oil out of Afghanistan. Fair hint that they don't have any. So, still a couple of big bugs that come out of the energy sector. The biggest one right now is that electricity plants are exactly useless. Like, all of this, don't spend your money on this. Don't spend your money on this. Fossil energy, you produce it, you build it, it says it's going to take 12 months. Which, by the way, they produce a lot of electricity now. A lot. You can produce electricity, but it's not going to reflect on your surplus. So, it's effectively useless. I haven't even touched electricity like the entire year I've been playing this, and I've literally run into no issues. So, they're still trying to fix that. I don't have confidence that it's going to be fixed in this next edition, but I would hope that it's going to be fixed in the one afterward. I am a really big energy enjoyer, so I really hope that is fixed as soon as possible. I really love the electricity management, the energy management, oil, gas, electricity, everything like that. I wish this devs put 100% effort on fixing bugs and making the game playable. Buddy, I'm going to say this once, and I hate responding to all of these complaints about bugs, everything like that. You have no idea what's going on right now. You have no idea what's going on right now in the Discord server. That is their focus right now. 100%. They literally keep deleting comments and suggestion posts about, like, oh, Poland's missing regions. Poland's missing this. Poland's missing that. My country isn't represented correctly. Wine isn't being produced in Argentina, which that's a made-up one. But you don't, if that's your thought in saying, I wish the devs would 100% focus on bug fixing, that's what they're doing. That is literally exactly what they're doing right now. That is that you literally described exactly what is happening. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of times, like, I see the bug complaints and everything like that, especially right now. That is just, you're not, I'm not saying you're stupid. Like, I'm saying you're not educated on what's going on right now, because maybe you just got into the game, maybe you haven't really been paying attention, something like that. Maybe you've been busy, whatever. So I'm saying, like, that is their focus. They literally keep telling us in the Discord server, do not complain about or make a post about missing regions, or like, my country isn't represented correctly, or this isn't correct, or something like that. Do not post that. They're telling us that. Do not post this. Instead, if it's something like this, like, you can see all these artillery shells right here, if it's a random crash, if it's the energy sector not being represented, like literally not even working, if it's like something happening, like a genuine bug, if you're seeing a graphical error, if you're seeing like just maybe smaller bugs or something like that, that is their priority. Their complete priority is not to take suggestions about what the economy should be doing, how Poland's regions should look, anything like that. They want bugs. Bugs, bugs, bugs. That's what they want. Dang, PG, lower the sauce. Stupid, excuse me. I didn't, like, I wasn't, I say it, but I'm not, like, I'm trying to find a different word. So I'm not calling you stupid. That's not my intent. Been having a lot of trouble speaking lately. So if that's what you assumed that I was trying to say, and I tried to say, like, I'm not saying like you're stupid. I'm saying, like, you're just, like, uneducated. You're ignorant of what's going on right now. Maybe I should have used ignorant, but, like, I'm not using that in a derogatory sense, you know? So I'm not calling you an idiot. I'm not calling you stupid. I'm not calling you anything like that. I'm just saying, like, you're ignorant of the situation. PG going harder on the comment section than in the terrorists in Pakistan. I just defeated the terrorists in Pakistan. The job is done. All right, I got about 9 minutes left, and then I'm gonna head out, and I'll be live later this week. Say unaware instead of ignorant. Yeah, see, that's what I'm trying to say, is like I couldn't find like a correct word. So you're unaware is my intent of saying. You're not stupid, you're not ignorant, anything like that. You're just unaware. PG, you just mean a big fat meanie, yes. I'm a big fat meanie because I don't know certain words and I'm trying to like uncloud my brain, and then I end up accidentally calling someone an idiot. And then I feel bad. Can you simply attack India and make high? Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think my stream is too busy getting banned in India because the map that you're looking at right now is illegal in India. Can you bomb targets in other countries without going to war in this game? Yes. Yes. You pretty much have been able to do that in any game. So basically what happens is that you can launch a limited strike. So if I launch an attack against a base in Tajikistan right here, like this air base right here, cross over, bomb them, come back, it starts a conflict. It does not escalate into a war until someone declares war. If you continuously attack or they decide to launch a full-scale attack against you, all those hearts, if they launch it, if you launch an attack against them and then they decide to launch a full-scale attack against you, they will declare war. But if you decide not to attack, and then they continue bombing you, and then they escalate the war, it's all about escalation. So either you can start it, and then if they very aggressively start to bomb you, you can actually have a reason to invade them. So it's kind of weird. It does actually make a little bit more of like logical, realistic sense, because that's sometimes how conflicts do start, you can have, what this effectively is it's a border clash. You can have a border clash if it's like over troops or something like that. How that'll escalate, I've actually never tried that. I know for a fact that you can launch missile attacks or artillery attacks just to kind of like push them, basically. It's on Wii Plus. Yeah, so border conflicts can arise. That's why, like, whenever you see conflicts start, you don't see them. You don't see the border conflicts, you know, escalating into a war and it just kind of goes away. You can put troops on the border, everything like that. But like if there's like something that you just kind of like want to prove, then you can actually just bomb them once. They'll bomb you back, and then maybe just if you stop, then they'll stop. But then they have the ability to, you know, continue to do it. And then you can retaliate, they can retaliate, and then it kind of shares the responsibility of who started the war. And then effectively, if you allow them to continue bombing you, you will have more public support against a war with them. So then you can invade them. It's subject, like, this isn't exactly a tutorial that I'm telling you, but it can happen. Ah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and save this, and we're going to go ahead and call it a day today. And I got work early in the morning, and I got to go cook. All right, guys, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you guys want to see more content like this, hit that bell notification icon so you don't miss anything whenever I do make it to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next live stream sometime later this week. And I will definitely be seeing you guys after September 18th, whenever I will be transitioning between jobs and I will have a lot of time to stream for you guys. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care. Why is Pinkberg going through all of these contracts? All right, take care, guys.